Welcome to downtown Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. I know you're relaxed. It's now time to work.
305, my city, my city. This is one of my favorite stops on the road, Ed, and I'm sure the same applies to the visiting players.
No more time on the beach. It's time to hoop it up here in South Florida. Opening tip, won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Lowry to Butler. From the painted area, won't go down. May 2018, Jay, the Bucks make the move to Mike Budenholzer roster that's built to win now.
And Coach Bud brings stability to a team that had a lot of question marks around the head coaching position. Jason Kidd gets let go last year. That caused some drama with him and Giannis. You hire Joe Prunty. He comes in. He tries his best. But now when you bring Coach Bud to the table, you bring offensive fluidity, and that's what this team needs.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Hill into the front court. Down a point. To Middleton. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team up by 1. To Butler. Lowry. Deep right corner. 5 to shoot for Miami. To Oladipo. Beyond the arc for 3. They were all over Oladipo. Missed the shot.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And he buries it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
He'd have the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. Probing the defense. Lowry. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
I'm hearing some boos from the crowd. They know just like I know you're not getting back on D.
George Hill with the dunk.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Butler. Tucker to Oladipo. A lot of contact, no whistle. Hill across the timeline, up by 3. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Giannis Antetokounmpo, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Lowry.
The NBA Season 9 2021 games and highlights will be coming up next on Sports Action Infinity 22.
Sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Butler to bring it up. Down 5. Victor Oladipo gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
To George Hill. Middleton. Gets it in the right corner. Butler into the front court. They're down 3. Lowry. Well done. Kyle Lowry. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Jay, 44 wins for the Bucks a year ago. 7th best record in the East. In your mind, foundation, is it in place in Milwaukee?
The foundation is on its way, but it always seems like it comes down to injuries and lack of chemistry for the Bucks.
Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 2. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Holiday. Pass stolen by Miami.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Victor Oladipo with the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Giannis Antetokounmpo looking good. 4 for 5.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
The monster stuff.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Giannis with it up top. It's 12-10. To Hill. Middleton. And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 74% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Here comes the screen. Brook Lopez able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Oladipo. Tucker. Has a chance. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's now 4 for 6.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Lowry into the front court. It's 14-12. Oladipo to Lowry. Out of bounds, last touch by the Heat. New blood coming in for both sides.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, number 0, Jeff Teague. Stepping in for Miami, number 14.
Bucks at the controls. Holiday to Antetokounmpo. Teague to Antetokounmpo. Can't connect from in close. To Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Antetokounmpo to Teague. Fires the 3. Jeff Teague on an island. Takes advantage and hits the trifecta.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Oh, he had him there for a second. Now ready to shoot at the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about
The
certain
NBA
players'
season
abilities to get those calls
9-2-0-2-1
on a
game
regular
2-5
basis.
matchup will be coming up next.
First one
Oklahoma
goes
City
down.
Thunder 7-1-6 Toronto Raptors 1-1-1-3.
Second one off the mark. He goes 1 for 2. Teague with the basketball. Down 2. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. Holiday in possession. He'll run the offense. Jimmy Butler swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Butler to bring it up. Leads a bucket. Jay, 44 wins for the Heat last year. For the most part, that core is in place once again.
And when I think about the core, Ed, I think about upper management. I think about Pat Riley. I think about Eric Spoelstra. I think about Mickey Arison, the consummate professionals associated with this basketball team. The year before, they did not make the playoffs. So a substantial improvement for a young basketball team.
Miami with the basketball. Butler to Oladipo. Surveys the floor. Oladipo. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
T here against P.J. Tucker. Rises for the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Nothing going here on that drive.
The NBA season 9-2-0-2-1 game 2-5 matchup will be coming up next. Utah Jazz 1-6-7 Minnesota Timberwolves 1-1-1-3.
Holiday to T. No, I missed a short one there.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. The Bucks at the controls. Sizing up the defense to Holiday. Just off the mark.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
The NBA season 9-2-0-2-1 game 2-5 matchup will be coming up next. Denver Nuggets 1-1-1-2 New Orleans Pelicans 7-1-9.
No good. Hood to Holiday. Trying to cash in. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots, but the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. To Rodney Hood. T. 5 on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Here's a chance from long range, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the
The
defender.
NBA season 9-2-0-2-1 game 2-5 matchup will be coming up next. Brooklyn Nets 1-7-7 Houston Rockets 7-1-6.
It's the second. One more coming.
For Miami, number 40, Udonis Haslem.
Perfect from the line. It's all 3 of them. To Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Oladipo. To Butler. Not that time.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot.
NBA Season 9-2021 Game 2-5 matchup will be coming up next. Orlando Magic 5-2-0, Sacramento Kings 1-0-1-4.
Deep three at the buzzer.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. First try, no good. And he hits the second. Long key from three-quarters court. First quarter's complete. The Bucks with the lead. Time to turn the page after a close first quarter. Jay, what stood out?
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
Here comes the screen. Antetokounmpo. To Holiday. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Giannis shoots. That's no good. Lowry into the front court. Down 3. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 1. To Holiday. The shot, almost. Ball's controlled by Lowry. It was right there. Giannis with it up top. Leads just a point. For 3. Misfires. It's no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Holiday to Antetokounmpo. Nice pass to get things going.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Lowry with it. Looking to make something happen. Waiters to Lowry. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Count the free throw as well. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Rebound taken down by the Bucks. Giannis in control of the basketball. His team up by 1. To Middleton. To Holiday. Has a chance. Drew Holiday. 2 of 4 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Lowry. Deep right corner. Can't connect. Holiday controls the basketball. Up by 3. To Middleton. Antetokounmpo.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
To Antetokounmpo. Flushes it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lowry. Giannis Antetokounmpo snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Can't connect. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down just a couple. Fires the 3. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Oh yeah, I like that. I got ball.
Giannis Antetokounmpo pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Bucks at the controls. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. And stuffs it home.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
For yourself in the display behind section 121 and place your bid. Don't miss your chance at some excellent memorabilia.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for the Miami Heat, number 23.
Butler to Lowry.
I told you the screen was coming.
To Butler. Ah, you've got to get that one to go. Teague with it up top. Up 6. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton to Antetokounmpo. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Down the lane. The shot won't fall. Short jumper won't fall. Waiters. Nice pass to set things up.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Here comes the screen. Teague to Adetokunbo. Missed it. Not much more you could ask for from the defense there.
I got ball. I got ball.
To Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Hill into the front court. Up by 6. The Heat grab the board. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Bucks.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Lowry into the front court. Margins 8 to Butler. Waiters. Finishing inside the paint on that one. Giannis with it up top. He'll run the offense. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Lowry. Chris Middleton. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Middleton from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Number 2, Martin Williams. Subbing in for the Miami Heat, number 14.
Middleton. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Dion Waiters sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Middleton. To George Hill. 4-3. George Hill forcing that one. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Waiters picked up by Teague. Knocked loose. 5 to shoot for Miami. Lets it fly from long range. That's not his range. It's no good. Teague with the basketball. The lead stands at 9. Adebayo the rebound. To Butler.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Beyond the arc for 3. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Middleton to Hill. Here comes the screen. Middleton to Teague. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Defense swarmed Teague. Missed the 3. Butler. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Middleton to George Hill. Had a good look there, but it's no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Bucks have the rebound. Hill across the timeline. Lead stands at 7. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Brook Lopez. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
I got him. Here we go. Oh, yeah, me and you.
And the rebound taken in by Teague. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in front.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Bucks have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Heat are down at halftime and in need of some momentum. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat.
First half stats. Player of the half.
I'll take Tacumpo. Most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was gold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Bucks basketball. Holiday to Middleton. Rebounded by the Heat. To P.J. Tucker. Butler. Wayne Dedmon rocking the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Hill to Middleton. Butler into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Butler to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Victor Oladipo tips it.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
Trying to cash in, and he buries it on the step back. Jay, this move continues to evolve since the days of Allen Iverson.
It does so much, Ed. When you step back east or west while maintaining your dribble, look at all your options. Number 1, a hezzy. You look at the rim. The defender jumps. You blow by him. Number 2, maybe a crossover in the same direction you just came from to throw the defender off. Or number 3, a raise into an easy jump shot. It's easy when you have this bag of tricks.
And when the game's on the line, that's arguably when it's most dangerous. George Hill, tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Victor Oladipo knocks it down from mid-range.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
George Hill to Holiday. Down low to Williams. Missed it. How'd that not go down?
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Brook Lopez sends it away. That's out. Last touch by Brook Lopez. Tucker. Bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Hill to Middleton. Five on the shot clock for Milwaukee. Short jumper won't go down.
And this guy's going to come out of this game with bruises all over his body like a major heavyweight fight. He took some hard fouls in the first half. That's really deterred him from being aggressive.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
George Hill. He's 3 for 7. Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 7. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to Butler. Five to shoot for Miami. Oladipo. No good. That's great defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Screen coming. Nothing going here on that drive. And count the basket inside.
One can make the case he might be glad he didn't get the and one.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down by 9. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. To Oladipo. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
George Hill to Holiday. Hill. Shot clock winding down to Holiday. Hill. Now that's a contest. To Oladipo. Fires the three. Off the iron. No good. To Holiday. To Lopez. Scores from the post. We get a whistle and a timeout here for Miami as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Oladipo to Lowry. Oladipo to Butler. Brook Lopez rejects it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Holiday to Hill. Giannis Antetokounmpo draws the double and still hits.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oladipo to Butler. Here comes the screen. Butler to Lowry. 5 to shoot. Butler for 2. Jimmy Butler. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Lowry has the basketball. To P.J. Tucker. Butler to Lowry. Another chance. Brook Lopez with the block. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First one, count it. And he makes them both. Giannis in control of the basketball. It's a 9-point lead. To T. Holiday. Bam Adebayo with a piece. Couldn't keep it in. Out off James Johnson. T. Jeff T. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Great look and vision. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
To Oladipo. has a chance. Rebounded by Miritich. Holiday in possession. The lead stands at 9. And the finish, slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Lowry to Oladipo. Lowry to Oladipo. Has a look. Oladipo's shot no good. Teague with it up top. It's an 11-point game. Adetokunbo to Rodney Hood. Nothing going here on that drive. Had a chance, but it's no good. It's the Heat with the possession. Lowry to Oladipo. Off the assist.
But most importantly, you have to keep the ball moving. Maybe run some floppy sets, some horn sets. Raise those bigs up, which open up the lane, and let them be the passers to make plays easier for the guards.
To Holiday. Finish that. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down 11. So Lowry. From the painted area, won't go down. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Rodney Hood. Adetokunbo. The Bucks with 4 to shoot. Greek Freak for 2. Off the mark. Well contested.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Now the Heat going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. Bucks have it. Tried to slam it down, but it comes out. To Waiters. Down to 5 on the 24. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down. Off the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Holiday controls the basketball. The lead is 11. To Adetokunbo. Holiday. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot. Add 2 points to the board.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Not that time. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The fourth quarter coming up. The Bucks with the lead. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ballgame.
Deep left corner. Lowry to Butler. Here's a chance from long range. You on top. Jimmy Butler, contested 3. He buries it.
It's easy to get lost in the chaos of the game down the stretch, but great awareness by the shooter to get those toes right behind the three-point line.
Holiday to Adetokunbo. Rebound taken by Miami. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Lowry. And he's going to the free throw line.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Udonis Haslem, a couple of free throws on the way. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one.
Number 11, Brook Lopez. Into the game for the Miami Heat. Number 14.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Milwaukee with the basketball. Adetokunbo to Teague. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Brook Lopez looking good. 4 for 5.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Lowry. Short jumper misses. Teague with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. To Adetokunbo. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. And the rebound corralled by Lopez. Adetokunbo to Holiday.
I got him. Trap. Got him.
To Teague. To Lopez. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Brook Lopez trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 78% at the line. The free throw, good. Cashes in on the three-point play. The lead now stands at 10. Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Waiters to Lowry. Dion Waiters powers it through.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Holiday in possession. His team on top by 8. Victor Oladipo able to recover with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Tucker to Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Bucks at the controls to Brogdon. Slam dunk, Malcolm Brogdon.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a shot up off the mark. To Brogdon. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry with it. His guys trail by 10. Brook Lopez swats it.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To Adetokunbo. Hood. Whistle sounds. We have a tie-up. Jump ball. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Middleton. To Adetokunbo. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
The savvy players, they create contact. They throw their arms in you. They even throw their bodies into you. And as soon as you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
Here comes the screen. Driving right to the basket. Good. Off a spin.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
The Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. George Hill. Shot from the lane won't go. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. They find themselves down 10. Has a chance. Deep two there, won't go. Holiday to Adetokunbo, swings it. Has a look. Holiday with a shot that won't fall. Lowry into the front court, trailing by 10. To Butler. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
And this goes to show the importance of teammates. They've carried you the entire first half. Now it's your time to pick up the slack.
To Holiday. Middleton. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
First free throw is good.
Number 0, Jeff T.
And gets both to drop at the line. To P.J. Tucker. Butler to Lowry. No good to Butler. Down low. Jimmy Butler. He's now 4 for 6.
See, because he's not trying to easily work his way into the game. He's being aggressive. And when you apply that kind of pressure on the defense, inevitably they will start making mistakes.
Hill to Adetokunbo. And a nice finish at the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Lowry to Butler. The drive, right to the basket. Knocked it away.
Oh, some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Tucker. Deep right corner. Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. For 3. P.J. Tucker is going to get a chance at 3 here. A career 74% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come.
Number 13.
Misses the last one. 1 for 3 trip. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by George Hill. Oladipo to P.J. Tucker. Butler. Rebounds pulled in by the Bucks. George Hill. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Here comes the screen. Butler to Oladipo. To Butler. In the basket, good at the rim.
Well, here's something that all the great ones do. What first half? This is another first half. This is another half of basketball. That one that just happened is no longer. I can only focus on the now. If you're able to take your mind to this place, all of a sudden it helps you recalibrate.
Antetokounmpo to George Hill. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo grabs the board. To Butler. Tucker. In a flash, scores at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Middleton to Hill. Gets it in the left corner. George Hill to Antetokounmpo. And the finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Heat with the possession. Probing the defense. Jimmy Butler for 2. Step back jumper.
There's something so different about this player. I can't quite just put my finger on it. Oh, I got it. He actually started to play. Good to see him actually step back on the court and be himself.
To George Hill. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
And Jimmy Butler. Bucks at the controls. To Hill. Middleton. That's out of bounds off of Giannis. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry into the front court. His guys down by 9. To P.J. Tucker. Oladipo. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Jeff Teague, 3 for 6 now.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Lowry with it. His guys down 11.
I got ball. I got ball.
To Oladipo.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
The jumper's off the mark. Hill into the front court. The lead is 11. Adetokunbo to Teague. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Jeff Teague on an island takes advantage and hits the trifecta.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Wayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Teague with it up top. Lead is 12. The Bucks claim victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks emerged victorious after a tight finish. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest. Check out the leading scores for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Heat finished on the losing end of a close score. They shot exceptionally well from beyond the arc, but even that long-range efficiency wasn't enough for them to get the win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Adetokunbo gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.